All right, dude, don't you have a party to get to right now?
Yeah, I forgot Steve's present, but I have this weird feeling like she's gonna be chilling for a few minutes, so I got some time. We're good.
Oh, yeah, today's a big day. What'd you get her?
Well, actually, now that you ask, I got her pictures.
Oh, okay, good luck with that.
Okay, before you start judging, just let me explain for a little bit, and I think you'll start to catch on. And I actually had a lot of help from our friends with this, and I really appreciate all their help, and I think Sarah Beth's really gonna like it. And the first picture that I picked out is actually from National Conference in 2009, and this is technically our first picture together. And when I look back at this picture, it's actually a really funny story because we're on our way to National Conference. I'm with Bearden High School, and this is my last one, and she's traveling with Carnes Middle, and we show up at this mall and see this sign that says that you couldn't travel alone or walk around alone in the mall if you were under the age of 16. So there's myself and Sarah Beth and Meredith Graves and all these people that I ended up being friends with that I had to basically be their chaperone. And we actually had a great time, though. We ended up in Lids and we're posing and goofing off and taking a bunch of pictures. And as we look back, though, Sarah Beth's not in any of them. So we don't know if it's because she didn't want to be, or maybe she even tried to give us the camera and we told her no. I'm not sure. But I know she definitely got tired of it, I think, eventually, because when we were sitting there in the food court at the end of the day, she must have held up her camera and took a selfie before selfies were cool. But I'm really glad she took it, because now we have this first picture of us, even though it was a long time ago, but now we can look back and laugh at it.
Well, that's adorable. Are there more?
Well, I'm glad you think it's adorable. For us, it's just a really funny memory. And the second memory that I picked out, though, is from one of our first dates, and it was to a Keith Urban concert. And I had gotten us tickets, and I was still trying really hard to impress her because I really liked her. So I got the keys to one of the video booths so we could have really good seats. And I knew she really liked pizza, so I got some of that and had drinks up there. And we just had a great time just talking and singing along and eating pizza, of course. And a really funny part of it was that I was so nervous that during the concert, I could tell she was scooting her chair over and kind of even holding her hand out, but I was so nervous that I couldn't even hold her hand, or like I didn't want to even show that I liked her just because I was so nervous and was afraid that she wouldn't feel the same way. But then afterwards, after the concert was over, we went down to put the key up, and I think she just wanted a picture of us, and I just wasn't thinking about that. But she had me ask one of the security guards that was down there if they would take our picture, and I'm really glad she asked them to do that, because now that's definitely one of my favorite pictures that we've ever taken, is this first picture of us.
Wait, so is this the date that you tossed her the basketball?
No, that was actually 2 weeks later on Valentine's Day, but after this concert, after the Keith Urban concert, we did get to go and shoot around in Pratt, and it was super fun, just a great ending to an already basically perfect date already.
Okay, so you had your little food court experience, and then you went to a country concert. So keep going, tell me.
See, you're starting to get excited, and I hope that she gets just as excited when she opens this and sees all this. And I know she'll like the next picture, because the next picture I picked out is from Carson Newman. And I picked out this picture because it kind of represents where a majority of our dates have been spent, and that has been on campus at Carson Newman. And a lot of times it just consisted of me chilling, waiting for her to get out of practice or class, and us just doing something simple as homework and just being with each other and hanging out with each other. But to us, that was still really special. And that's one of my favorite things about us, is how much we support each other, whether it's school or cheer or my preaching. We always try to show as much support as we can to each other through all that. And I love that part about our relationship, and I definitely will love that continuing into the future. And speaking of cheering on, our next picture that I have is of UT football game, because one of our favorite things to do is to cheer on the Vols together.
Keep going, move on.
Okay, Mr. Vandy fan, you can hate all you want, but Neyland Stadium is one of the greatest places on earth, and it's definitely one of the more special places to us because of all the memories that we've had there and all the games that we've gotten to go to and cheer on the Vols in these seats in Section Double M that she's had pretty much her entire life. And these are always really special memories to us. And this particular picture that I hope she doesn't get mad if anybody else happens to see it, was from a game that she had cheered all day, and we had gone from a Carson Newman game and got there because it was this Alabama game, this big game, and I would look over during the game and could notice that although she was cheering, she was kind of closing her eyes and kind of nodding off every now and then. And at one point, she even put her head on my shoulder, and I looked over and saw that her eyes were closed. And me being my goofy self, I just went ahead and took out my phone and took a selfie. And she claimed she was just resting her eyes, but it's something that I definitely look back at and laugh.
So did Tennessee win?
No, they didn't win, but it was still an amazing memory to us that we have, and win or lose, we still have a great time at Vols games, and we definitely expect to see a lot more wins this season. The next picture, though, that I picked out is a picture that just kind of represents all the adventures we go on, or at least what we call adventures. Sometimes they're something as simple as just road trips down the road or just jamming out to music, whether she's jamming out to one of her favorite songs and I'm kind of sitting there because I don't know the words, or maybe I'm dancing like a fool to one of my favorite and she's kind of looking at me, and sometimes a song comes on that we both like and we'll just dance our hearts away and have a great time. But we just love that part that we can just do simple stuff like just go for a ride and still create awesome memories from that. But this particular picture was a day that we spent in the mountains and had an amazing time, and she had just gotten a selfie stick, I think for some holiday. But we got to test it out, and we went to the sign after we had gone through the mountains and took this picture, and it's definitely one of my favorite pictures that we've ever taken.
Wait, dude, it's getting late. We should probably get back to the party, right?
Oh, whoa, you're right. Well, I still have a couple pictures left, but here, I'll explain as we walk. The sixth picture was actually taken on the porch swing at my grandparents' house in Kentucky, and it's definitely my favorite picture that we've ever taken. And I think it's so special because the night before this picture was taken was the first time that I got to tell her that I loved her. And it was the first time that I got to hear it from her. And I knew at this point in my life that the next time that I said those words to somebody, it was going to be someone that I could see myself marrying one day. Someone that brought me joy and made me laugh, and someone that was going to walk alongside me in my relationship with God for the rest of my life. And ever since that night, I continued to love her more and more every single day, and I know for sure that that's never going to stop. Okay, I got it, and I think she's in here. How do I look?
Okay, I know that you haven't been doing this very long, but this is her 21st birthday. This isn't really what I would wear to give her her gift.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but this isn't a birthday party. It's something a little bigger than that. But I do agree. I'll change. Just give me a minute.
Okay, that's good. Whoa. Whoa. That was awesome. One more thing. You told me that you were doing, there were 7 pictures, but you've only shown me 6.
Well, that's actually because I still have one more picture I have to take.
This is my love song to you. Let every woman know I'm yours, so you can fall asleep each night, babe. And know I'm dreaming of you more. You're always hoping that we make it. You always wanna keep my gaze, but you're the only one I see, love. And that's the one thing that won't change. I will never stop trying. I will never stop watching as you leave. I will never stop losing my breath every time I see